specialist. So lots of great words, Leo. I have a couple of tips to start with today as the linguistics specialist. First of all, if you've ever or have never been the grammarian, please use this form. It really has helped me. I haven't been the grammarian for a while, but it helps me organize my thoughts and give you this report. So let's see how that works. I also have another tip from the linguistics specialist. A few times I've heard this statement, and I've also heard it in other meetings, and I have a suggestion as an alternate. What I hear sometimes as a phrase like you could have or you should have. Rather than that phrase, I suggest that you use like the phrase I suggest or try this, and as an alternative to I could have, you could have or should have. Okay, let's start off with how people use the word of the day, Agora, and I'm going to call out the sentences that people use. Gopu, a great Agora for me to evaluate. Courtney said, here at the Agora. Jonathan said, welcome to my Agora. And Jeff said, I liked how you used this Agora space. So well done, everyone. So those are some suggestions how you might try to use the word Agora in your speaking. I'm going to jump down to the ahs, ums, and repeated words, put that in the middle of my presentation today. Not a lot of word fillers today, just a few, so I'm just going to note the highlights, if you will. Anna had a few ums, Carolyn, a couple of ahs. Leo, your crutch was the ah, a few of those. Gopu had a few ahs and a few so's right in there. Courtney, nothing to mention. Really, Jonathan, a few ands. A few ands right in there. Just a couple of ahs. So that was, I think, when you were getting a little bit more quick in your speech. Dan, a couple of ahs. Barely noticeable there. Let's see. Frank, I heard an and a you know. Nothing, not a lot. Jamie, a couple of ands, a couple of likes. Mary, a couple of ands. All right, so those are the word fillers that I heard today. Let's talk about some of the creative language. Lots and lots of it. Anna, first off, the acronym SAFE. I love that. Leo, oh my gosh, your presentation today was fraught with words. Language specialists, Aries team, lieutenant, lots of lieutenants, first officers. Really nice phrases and enthusiasm to go with that. So I really appreciated all that. The quantum leap. The Admiral Saba, love that. Talk to me again, Admiral. Edward, in your presentation on the cloud, I like that phrase with in the middle here. Carolyn, how you described all of your opening statements, the Fringe Festival of the Secretariat. That was very clever. Jonathan, again, a speech full of colorful phrases. I'm going to call out a couple of them. Stop, didn't drop out, which was funny and a nice phrase. Nothing to do it, but to do it. The reality show, stick a cork in it. You not only said I went to Idaho State, but you said Idaho State Pocatello. Nicely done. I don't have much more time, but I do want to call out a couple of things. Jamie, I love the phrase you conquered it. Jane said you conquered it. Jamie said very well articulated. Frank, you called out looking at shoes rather than at the ground. Mary, I like the word arrogancy. Jeff, the very supportive statement, I'm the lucky one who gets to talk about your strongest assets. Nice. And Dan, I don't have to fear what my heart is thinking. Very nicely said today, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much.